Thunder's here down in San Antonio to start a road home back-to-back. I've got Aaron Wiggins here alongside me. And Aaron, you guys had this really nice stretch at home. Now all of a sudden you're out here on the road, late tip-off. Got to reset a little bit and make sure that you're locked in to go into a hostile environment tonight?
Yeah, got to lock in. Playing part of the NBA Cup tournament, so got to lock in. Just be ready to go. Late game, but nothing we haven't seen before. So just got to make sure we're mentally prepared.
You're familiar with this Spurs team, having played them before, and even though there's some personnel changes and some guys out for them, some guys out for you all, what's maybe a constant with the way that this team is going to try to play?
Yeah, I mean they're going to try to get out in transition. They're going to try to play fast. They've got good perimeter guys who can kind of shoot the ball. So we got to make sure we're locked in, ready to go, and ready to guard on the defensive end.
Something coming out of the Dallas game that Mark Daigneault talked about was just sort of point of attack defense and making sure you're chest to chest and stopping drives. What goes into that? What are all sort of the pieces of that recipe that make that a successful thing for you guys on the defensive end?
Yeah, I mean it's just mentality, being able to kind of take pride and prevent penetration and drives into the lane, which can get offenses going. So we got to be just kind of locked in and ready to kind of prevent guys from getting advantages one on one, because that can get teams going. So.
One thing that you all did really well, it felt like, in that Dallas game was execute when they try to throw zone at you. And we know that defenses are going to try to throw all sorts of exotic things, try to trap Shea out high, and you guys have to make decisions off of that. How is that clicking more and more for this team throughout the course of this season?
Yeah, I mean, we got a team full of smart guys who can, play and through adjustments and different looks, instinctual players who are really smart. So got to be ready for everything. There's not one thing that we necessarily haven't seen yet. So we're kind of, locked in and just, prepared for whatever is thrown at us.
You talk about the mental side of things. I mean, there's times where you go up and you're not necessarily running a play, you're just playing basketball. And then there's sometimes that you're actually getting into an action. What's the difference in how you approach those, if at all? And if you do get a play call, what's that like, trying to kind of flip that switch and be able to execute like that?
Yeah, I mean, just feel for the game. There's flow, within the game, and then there's situational things where you want to be smart about the way you kind of attack a specific defense or timing, in the quarter. So we've got guys with high IQs, guys who are smart, and guys who know when to be aggressive and when to attack and when to make sure that we're running the right things, especially situationally. So.
You're doing your thing, as always. One thing that we talked about before the season is, wanting to get three-point volume up for you. But you haven't sacrificed the efficiency with that. You've actually accomplished doubling your three-point attempts so far this season, and you've shot it just as well to this point. It seems like something that would be easier said than done. How have you guys actually managed to make that happen?
Still trying to find good ones. Just hunting good ones within the offense. Even though you're trying to find more shots, doesn't mean you're taking necessarily bad ones. So credit to my teammates. Continuing to just kind of find me and trust me when I'm open. But I mean, it's still just the logic of trying to find good ones.
I know every time they go up, our Thunder fans think that thing's going in. All right, good luck out there tonight, Aaron.
Thank you.
All right, that's Aaron Wiggins. I'm Nick Gallo, and this is Thunder Basketball.
Lou, does it feel a little weird being back out on the road after 6 really nice games at home there?
Well, it's part of the NBA, but it was good to be home for this long. It's just always nice to play in front of our fans, and we always get some good energy whenever we play home. So it was a good homestand.
What's going to be important for you guys in this game? I mean, things are going to look a bit different tonight than when you played San Antonio the first time, but what's going to be key in this matchup tonight?
Really just adjust to the guys that they have out there. Play our game, compete as we always do, and then you try to do everything to win the game.
Coach has given you a lot of credit for your, narrowing your game offensively, finding really good looks. What's gone into that for you to make sure that you're, taking the right shot out there?
The biggest thing for me was watching film first, see how teams was guarding us, to see how team was guarding me, one, and then, I just got to adjust from that, just being in the right spot, taking the right shots, and, taking my time reading the defense.
With or without Popovich, this team is still playing the way he wants them to, looking for the best shot. How much stress is it on a Popovich team to play defense, because they're going to whip that ball around looking for the best shot?
Yeah, it's been a great organization and great culture for years, and then they're always going to play the right way. So even with him out, wishing him well, but his team is going to play the right way and how he wants them to play, and then we just gotta do our stuff to try everything to stop them.
game number 15, but it's also a cup game. Any little extra to this one for you or and the guys?
I'll be playing for a cup. There's a purpose behind it, so we got to do everything we got to do to win the game.
Lou, we've talked so much about just the defensive talent that you guys have on this team, but what are kind of some of the fundamentals that you see from yourself and your teammates that you guys get to on a nightly basis in terms of being able to wall off the paint and that kind of thing?
Yeah, everybody plays hard. Really, knowing that we don't have no bigs and us, the smaller guys, have to do some extra stuff, and we all willing to do it. So just seeing the scrappy defense, the way we move, the way we communicate, and we help each other on that end helps us.
You've been able to fly in and like tip the ball out for offensive rebounds and get second chances. Is that something that you've had to like learn, or is that something that is just kind of second nature? Just try to go find the ball.
I guess it's really second nature. I'm going against some taller guys than me, so I got to do what I can to get the ball out. So that's the little thing I've been doing to trying to get the rebound.